So I lost my father in the year 2000. After that those words inspired me to become a CA, and with passion I did it. Once in school in 10th standard, my teacher said me, "You people are Jains. You will not become a business. Finally, you will be going and sitting in shops." Practice I started with zero. Now I have a sizable clients, and also the business portfolios which we handle. It will roughly around 1,000 crores is the business portfolio which we manage. We want to become a backbone of any business.
Hello and welcome to Success Secrets, yet another episode. On our episode today, we have a first generation chartered accountant with us who's going to share his journey with us and how he went on to become a chartered accountant and a leading one at that, having his own firm setup. So, Kamalji, welcome to the show.
Welcome
to this episode. We'll start with the very basic question.
Yes.
Why chartered accountancy?
See, it was like when I was like 8 years old, myself and my father went to my chartered accountant. At that point in time, father asked like, once you become aspire to become a chartered accountant. So I lost my father in the year 2000. After that those words inspired me to become a CA, and with passion I did it.
Super. We are very sorry for the loss, but what kept you motivated despite the loss, and you actually fulfilling that what you wanted to do?
See, first thing is like I cannot take up the biology because since I am a Jain, I cannot take up a biology. So it is biology involves many different things which we can't do. As my inner principle doesn't allow me to do that one. And next is physics and chemistry. Like chemistry, once in school in 10th standard, my teacher said me, "You people are Jains. You will not become a business. Finally, you will be going and sitting in shops."
Oh,
So that made me not to choose chemistry secondly.
okay.
So without chemistry, there cannot be a physics basically. So it led me to do CA, and those words, obviously my father's words, inspired me to become a CA.
Superb. So you always had that love for physics, maybe? Can I put it that way?
Yes.
At least for physics.
Yeah, no, even for chemistry, I used to with enthusiasm. I used to study everything, but yes, those things, certain things which happened for which I didn't take up those courses.
Acha, nice. I'll tell you why I asked you this question. Personally, I was nowhere near accounting, nowhere near business studies and all. I am a through and through engineer. How did you go about being comfortable with accounts and all of that, or you always had a passion for it?
So see, always passion was there since I was right from my childhood. I used to be in business also.
Good.
So in my father's business, I used to take part in it. So the numbers will be like a easy play for me. And also, secondly, in numbers is the accounting part, and then law also inspires me. The law, those things also inspires me. So it wasn't like with enthusiasm I completed this.
So, the training began at home at a very early age.
Yeah,
in a way.
Yeah, in a business, yes, because it's a business mindset right from
Good.
childhood. Yes.
Good. And so when you said law, meaning the legal aspects of the business also inspired you or attracted you?
It attracted me because I like laws and how we can follow the laws, or we can how we can, why the law is wrong in certain point. I would not say that the laws is always correct one, but there are certain amendments with certain changes has to be done. So those things and all, I used to be having a habit of studying the laws and all. So it inspired me to do.
Superb. So when did you complete your chartered accountant? I don't know how to put it in words, but when did you become a practicing chartered accountant?
See, I completed my schooling around in 2007, and post that I didn't go to college. For regular college I didn't go.
Right.
And it was entirely like I straight away joined CA course, and next 4 years I completed CA. In the first attempt I cleared the CA. And
very rare for people to do it in their first attempt, right?
Yes. See, it depends like how we prepare. It depends on. It is not that easy, that tough. It is said that CA is the toughest course in the exam after IAS or IPS, UPS exam. But according to me, if you ask me, certainly if we prepare well in advance and if we don't skip anything, obviously it is not the toughest course. It can be the easiest course. Because I have not appeared for so much of exams. So what I appeared is for CA, and it was not really a tough for me. Basically.
Nice. 4 years, and then what was your journey like?
Post that, actually, I joined as a management consultant in Sugal and Damani group of companies. They are a conglomerate with multiple business, more than 15 verticals of.
Brilliant.
The main is the lottery one, then IT is there, fintech is there. then real estate is there, logistics is there. So those things, and they were scattered up, like their business presence was across India and also international business, African nations it was there. So in 2019 I left the job, and then I started my own CA practice. So, and post that it is a journey of CA practice.
Superb. So we are at the time of recording about March 2025. So 2019 is when you started your entrepreneurial journey.
Yeah, it was fag end of 2019. So
Okay.
it was like 4.5 years. It's been almost 4.5.
5 years roughly. Yeah.
Yeah, roughly 5 years.
Brilliant, brilliant. That is amazing. So in these 5 years, what has been the most memorable part of your journey?
See, I started practice. I started with zero.
Okay.
And now I have a sizable clients, and also the business portfolios which we handle. It will roughly around 1,000 crores is the business portfolio which we manage as a chartered accountant.
That is incredible. Can you walk us through that journey, like starting in 2019 with a zero, whatever zero portfolio, to handling portfolios of 1,000 plus crores?
The 2020 mid-20 we started our real journey by getting our first client. Initially because of Corona we didn't get, and post that gradually there's first client, our client was there 100 crores turnover, and post that we gradually through friends and through referrals we started getting new inquiries and new clients we were able to get it. And over the years, like initial second year we were able to manage 200 crores of the turnover of the clients, and then the size of the clients was around say 30. It was a first year 30 clients we were acquired, new clients we were able to acquire, and gradually over the years average roughly around the yearly we used to our client portfolio used to increase by 30 clients, 30-40 clients yearly. And now overall we are managing a business worth 1,000 crores. And if you see about the team size, initially I started as an individual person, and it was in a 100 square feet cabin, and post that now very recently we have shifted our office to new premises, and with a seating capacity of 8 plus myself, so 9 seating capacity is there. And right now we have a team of 5 people who is there, including me it is 6. Also one more point, we have associates across Tamil Nadu and also in the northern. If we have any if we get any work from the northern part of India, we do have the associates or professional associates, and then we get the work done. For example, our client is located in Chennai, and he wants some due diligence work or a stock audit work that has to be completed over there, or setting up for the new office in outside Chennai in the northern region. So we have associates to carry out those works.
That is brilliant, having that kind of a network. I think that is amazing. Superb. So in these 5 years, which has been your most proudest moment as a chartered accountant? What kind of a problem did you solve for your client that made you really proud of choosing this profession?
See, there are different verticals. There are different proud moments we can say. Like if there was one case where the client got a GST notice, say around 70 lakhs odd demand, and the client was fixed what to do, and the accountants were not able to figure out what is the issue, and their auditor was not their auditor was also held up in some other work. So they came to us, and we analyzed the notice and we analyzed the issue. What is the issue? Obviously, say there are certain things which we as a business people, they do have certain they go beyond the law and do something. So it was 70 lakhs or demand which the client got, and they were in a tense moment. It was we inputting their entire journey, entire business into a problem. So we took up the issue, and then we analyzed what is the problem and what is the question for which the demand is raised. So we dig deep into it, and got the details and documents from the clients, and then we were able to figure out a solution for the same by legally following the system.
Brilliant. So providing solution based on within the boundaries
within
of the
the framework of the law.
Yes. Brilliant. That is amazing, and that is what I think, as you know, this generation definitely needs something,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Being compliant, being lawful, abiding citizens. So thank you for keeping a check on that as entrepreneurs like us, because every entrepreneur definitely needs somebody who can help them and guide them to stay compliant. So thank you, Kamalji, for that. So if you were to describe, can you describe your work or your profession in one statement?
So it is like I guide businesses stay financially strong, legally compliant, and also stress free, so that they can focus on their business rather than going into the accounts and finance part. We take care of these aspects in our like in our virtual CFO services. We take care of the finance and accounts entirely, so that they can do their business in a smarter and a better way, and they focus on.
Absolutely, that's amazing. So at least one thing for the entrepreneur to worry less about. Nice. Kamalji, what is one misconception that people have about chartered accountants in general?
See, people like think as an auditor or a CA, they see only as a tax return filer, or this they are just number crunchers and all. Like people, and they appear only during the tax season or the return filing season. But my view on that is entirely different, because we just don't focus on only filing of returns. We want to become a backbone of any business for their growth. In our virtual CFO services, what we do is we don't just file the returns. We advise them, we guide them on the financials to take an informed decision, so that they don't feel they don't take any wrong decisions, or any decisions which they have already taken, how it can be made better. So those ways, and we like a finance team, we guide the financial team to make a better accounting policy, make the management reporting and all in a better way, so that the management is able to use the reports which he is going through, and he can think of how we can scale up his business, or what better thing we can do. And then next is what SMEs and startups as on now do the mistake is that they leave finance and compliances just for namesake and all. But we tell like from day one, if you're strong in compliances and all, it will help you in the long term. And also if you're going for the public funding, or in the future like private placements and all, or even an IPO, these things matters a lot.
Absolutely.
So right from day one, we tell entrepreneurs or the business owners to be compliant, and also do all the compliances on a timely basis.
Brilliant. So if you are looking at scaling, or if you are looking at expanding your operations and just growing, basically, at least the compliance part has to be taken care of from day one, right?
Yes, obviously, because the reason is that anywhere if you go for any listing purpose and all, they see what is your future past. They do entire due diligence, they do it. So it should not be like because of this hurdle should not come for them getting their company listed or.
Superb. So Kamalji, I'm sure despite all of these advices, there must have been cases or situations which would have surprised you. So what was the most surprising situation or a case that you've come across in these 5 years of your own practice and 4 years of your professional
7 years of it was 7 years.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Please, my apologies. But yes, in this professional journey of yours,
yes,
what has been the most surprising thing that you have come across?
So trust is like a real currency in business, basically.
Right.
So they if we want we take our clients, we choose our clients who really trust us.
Absolutely.
So because if they trust in a half-hearted way, and we will not be able to better serve them.
Absolutely.
So once they come to us, we always say that we need not fear for anything. Whatever is the best possible, we will be doing it, so that the businesses grow, and they are they can think of business expansion, or they can think of the investment decisions. And then we also help them get not help. We don't normally help our clients. We only guide or advise our clients. We normally don't help, because help is a different perspective, in a different perspective. So stay compliant, and we take care of their entire finance. So if they have a trust on us 100%, we'll be able to do all the best possible for them.
But normally we have heard trust is the basis for all relationships, but I think even this relationship, trust is of utmost important, right?
Yes, because it is playing with the numbers and the finance. Absolutely. So everyone wants to keep their finances and numbers as a secret amount within them. So trust is more important.
Yes, absolutely. Finances, not just in our culture, but I think across the globe. Yes. Finances is something that is very private to any individual. And they don't just go about exposing that. So I think trust is extremely important in your line of work. And you used a very good term that you guide people rather than help people. So guidance, two things, one is a mentor or a coach versus a person who's like an assistant. So I'm sure you're not an assistant, you're more like a mentor and coach when you guide your customers around. Superb. And is it okay to call you like based on what I've understood, is it okay to call you like a virtual CFO for your clients?
Yes, basically we work on a like virtual CFO, and because every startups they will not be able to appoint a full-time CFO.
Right, right.
So we work as a virtual CFOs for startups, and we work focus more towards startups who are like either starting, they have a good idea but they don't know how to take it forward, and they are lagging in the financial culture of their own financial
Right,
culture,
right.
and they don't know what to do. So we get like, and a virtual CFO, we act as a virtual CFO, and then we guide them on all the aspects of like guiding the management in taking a decision, then
Super.
guiding their finance team, then taking care of their compliance, and advice on how we can reduce the tax outflow.
Superb. So, Kamalji, what keeps you motivated and going, like, during all these steps, be it a high, be it a low?
See,
How does it?
what keeps me motivated is the client's trust on us, basically. That keeps us motivated. So, and also like our inner perspective that we can do it better, and we can do for the larger people also, like all the
Right,
business
right.
people. Just we don't focus on ourselves, we first focus on the client's perspective, so that that motivates me. Like thinking about others motivates me much
Right.
more than thinking about ourselves.
Brilliant. That is a very nice way to put it. Because of your profession, I think I cannot get into the details of your clients or the kind of clients that you cater to. Let's say if there's there is definitely a young entrepreneur or a young aspiring chartered accountant watching our show. What is the one piece of advice you would want to give?
The one piece of advice which I would like to for any business person is hire a CFO, virtual CFO, right from day one, so that it should not be like initially because of the financial crunches and all, they don't hire and they mess up with the finance, and
Right,
then
right.
later in a later part when there is a real need for the expansion and you see the backlogs or the issues which they are facing. So it is better to hire the virtual CFO from a day one.
Brilliant. So it's better to get your finances straight from day one rather
Day
than
one.
having a chartered accountant or a GST notice even come your way
Yes,
later along in the journey,
Exactly,
right?
yes.
And don't get surprised
Yes.
by don't expect such surprises at least.
Yes. So
Brilliant.
they focus on their business, because I have seen many entrepreneurs like once they get any notice, they get scared. Okay, this is something like they will be put up into the jail next day. For us, it is a game of a love letter which we get regularly, and we handle them.
So you handle that with that kind of a
Yes,
care, right?
because it is like we see notices and we regularly see the notices. So it is for us, it is only a love letter. Again, one more love letter which we have is for one of a client.
Nice. For what probably might scare me is like another one for you.
Yes, obviously.
Brilliant, Kamalji. I love this attitude of yours of how you treat problems, or rather challenges. Let's not call it problems. Rather, how you treat these challenges and helping entrepreneurs focus on their business and not just on this thing. So, final question, Kamalji. Before we wrap it up, what is the vision and mission of your company?
See, as a company, we now don't focus on the vision and mission. We focus on the purpose.
Okay.
The purpose which for which we have opened, or what I want to give it to the entrepreneurs or the business.
Brilliant.
So rather than focusing on the vision and mission, we focus on purpose, so that the business people can do their business in a
Absolutely.
smoother way and they can expand, and we take care of the entire finance and account domain.
Brilliant, Kamalji. I think with that let's wrap it up. But thank you so much, Kamalji,
Thank
for enlightening us with your practice, how important it is to get your finances straight from day one, how important it is to be compliant from day one, and especially to all the young entrepreneurs who are planning to start their own ventures or whatever it is that you are planning to do as an entrepreneur, whatever impact you're trying to create. Don't forget that you need the kind of pillars to make sure that you are having that impact or leaving that impact. So Kamalji, thank you once again.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure
Thank you.
having you here.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.